Hi guys, it's Denny. Oh man, it's cold. It's been snowing and the wind is blowing all day long. I finished a little Christmas journal. I think it's adorable. I love it. I used a couple digitals. That way I don't forget. It's Girl One Art and then Nostalgic Journaling. It's 28 pages front and back. It's 9.5 tall and 4.5 inches wide. All right, let's get started. I use this and I sewed it so it won't fray anymore. And I just slip it over the side. It just slips right off and on. Let me make sure I'm in camera here. I just love it. What it is I had a cracker box. I had used all the crackers, and you know how you break a box down? I broke it down, folded it, and then folded it again, and I started to put it in the garbage. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I love this size. So it is a cracker box, a great value cracker box. It's one signature, a lot of sewing, a lot of little jingle bells, little fabrics, little charms. I just love it. And I put this on here, the 25th for Christmas, obviously. And Christmas, and this is December 25. And just sewed around it. I love this image. Love it. And then since it's kind of gator mouth, it's so flexible. I guess that's the word you could call it, is flexible. That I just glued this side down and down here at the bottom. So it's a pocket. Look at that hot chocolate. Isn't it so cute? Just writing papers and that. And then a little gingerbread man on some old paper to write on. So this part sticks up. So I'm like, okay. So I put this on here, and it's a little old bell. And then this says make a wish. And then I tried to make this look like a Christmas ornament. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's get into it. I've spent enough time talking about it. Right here is a big pocket, and there's some things in there. I never go through all the pockets because I want it to be a secret. And then this folds out and folds out again so you can write whatever you want. Here's more writing space here. I thought this was cute. Just 3 little tags you could write on. And then up here is another pocket with like a little bookmark in there. Some writing space. I concentrated a lot on the writing space, so if someone wants to make it like, I guess you call it a December daily. I've never done that, but it's a good idea. So that's kind of what I was going with. This is a hidden paper clip with the little cats. And then I just did some stamping. Little snowflakes and that. So the paper clip can obviously be moved around, and here's a little puppy. Some old lace. And then this folds out, and then here's another pocket here. I don't have anything in this pocket. You know what? It would help if I went to the right side. There it is. Whew, my fingers are so numb. I have been out here for hours. I don't have heat out here yet. I got a new little shop that's smaller. It'd be easier to heat and cool. But I don't have that set up yet. And then here's a 2 little bells. And then you got one of the claws here. And then I just took and stamped like the little Christmas tree and put some of the green thread around it, the embroidery thread. And it's got a little angel wing on there too with a bulldog clip. And I thought this was cute, and it unfolds. It's just coffee stained paper. And it says it's the most wonderful time of the year. But I just love that. It's an old Norman Rockwell. My mom used to love Norman. She had all kinds of pictures, Norman Rockwell pictures. Here's two little pockets with the Christmas music, the vintage hymnal page. I used a lot of that in here. And here's another with just a little image, little thing I put on it. Little doggy. Little transparent pocket. Little fox out in the snow. And then some of this old lace, it's not lace, it's like ribbon. On one side it's polka dot, and on the other side I love it. I don't have much of it left though, it makes me sad. Here's a little pocket, which is some little papers to write in. Oh, I thought this was so cute. I glued this Santa Claus in but his hand was like reaching out, but there was nothing there, and it drove me crazy. So I peeled that up and made a little envelope and stuck his hand over it. So now it looks like he's handing you something, and there's a little card in there to write on. Do you like my desk? I'm too tired to cover it up, so I just put a piece of paper. Tacky, I know, but I'm just tired. There's some little tags. I took a little gold pen. I don't even know if it shimmers or anything, but I don't see it, but my eyes are horrible. And put little snowflakes like it's snowing. A little writing paper here. You can write back here. I had this. I thought it was adorable, but if I wanted it to lie straight, like to put it on the edge, I'd have to cut it. So I put it around so it looks like a Christmas tree skirt. So I thought it was cute. And then I cut out a little star and put on top. This is vintage book page. The kids playing in the snow. That's what my grandson did today. He come home and played in the snow. He got out of school early today because it was getting pretty bad. And he got off the bus and I heard, woohoo! I thought this was cute. Put airmail because a little sled. Here's the center. And then in the middle, you have the beads. The clear ones I did for icicles. The white ones, if you look at them, they've got like a little indentions in them. It looks like snowflakes. And then a green just to match the journal. But I thought that was cute. So that's your center. Here's a vintage page. Another hidden paper clip that can be moved around. I tried to make it to where it's got options since someone might be doing their Christmas, you know, documentation. Here's an old ad, and I folded it to where the mittens, Snoopy mittens and sweater. Look at that, $1.99 and $7.95. But I thought it was cute because of the mittens. Here's some tags I figured somebody could decorate with another vintage book page. And a little Santa Claus with some sewing. I did a lot of sewing in this one. Here's just a card that I sewed around and then cut it and put it in for writing space. But I like the colors. So then I brought this blue over here on this side and made 2 pockets here. Is that not the most adorable little gingerbread man? So here's a pocket here and then you got a pocket behind, which is a writing space. I need to ink around that card. Sometimes I forget. All right, now I don't know if anybody will like this. But I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. My kids like it, but it's a bookmark, or not a bookmark. Well, it's a bookmark, but it's the hidden paper clip. And then so it can be moved around, but I put the string in through it and then put the bells on it. And then I even glued so it wouldn't come loose. But if you don't like it, the noise, you could cut them off. But you move it and it could be used as a bookmark. It just lays down on your pages like this over the book. So, I don't know. I'm still up in the air about it. So, if you like it, comment. If not, I'm not going to be offended. Oh my gosh, please get out of my way. Whew, okay. Here's another. It's a little almanac from December of 2012. Doesn't that just seem like yesterday? And I just stuck that in that pocket. I thought that was cute. Just kind of hanging. I love leaving things hanging off the page. And more of the hymnal, writing space. I love this image. Like this whole. I hope I have not been out of frame the whole time. And just lift it up for writing space. And it flips out for more writing space. Here's a pocket. It says, what a day. And then on here, I had the door, and then I cut her out and put her in front of the door. So she's coming down here a little bit on the fabric. And then Merry and Bright, and then this flips open, and you can tuck stuff in that lace. And then back here is a secret pocket. Back in here. But you would never know it's there. Now, this is here, and on that lace is here, because I sewed it in upside down. So, I think with her there, you can't really tell. The writing's just sideways here. I was like, are you kidding me? It was inevitable. If you make these, I mean, you're going to do it at least once. Let's see. Here's some old fabric, and I just sewed. And then just a piece of writing paper. Oh, my gosh, I am so sorry. My hands are not working. And it just says Winter Wonderland. It opens up to write on. This is just an envelope that I decorated on some coffee stained paper. And then up here is a big envelope, and it's got a recipe from Norman Rockwell book. It's English mincemeat pies. I thought it was appropriate for the time. So that just goes back up in here. Oh, wow, it's actually doing it. Let's all celebrate. So that goes up in there. Here's a little flip out. And then, sorry, the dog is barking. Just some cards to write on. This is vintage. I tried to leave as much open. That's why it's kind of plain. It's about phones from 1914. It's just some fun little reading, and it just slides in here. I use this lace because it looks like snowflakes to me. And then if you look at this part, it's kind of like the fish, the Christian. And here's a dove. And oh my gosh, 2 of my kids were like, it looks like a big high heel. I'm like, no, it's a stocking. It's a little bunny in a stocking. And I put it up, put the bunny up, so it looks like it's hanging. And then here's a map where Santa travels, so he knows where he's going. Here's the back, and there's a card to write on, just a big card. Like I said, I wanted to concentrate a lot on writing space, so you can document everything that happens in December. And then, since it is a cracker box, I folded the bottoms in, glued them, and then the tops, let me see if I can do this. Left them open, so you've got big pockets in the top. There's that one, and then this one's getting caught on something. Of course, it never does that until, there we go. Oh, that's what it is. I need to re-glue that. And then here's the other tag, so I'll glue that again. But you got these big pockets right here in the top. So that is it. That is my Cracker Box Christmas journal. And I love it. And you know what? I wasn't going to make nothing Christmas this year, but I was like, you know what? I am in the mood. But I don't know. I just had so much fun with this one. But if the sound gets on your nerves, all the little bells, you can always cut them off. But, all right, that's it. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and hopefully I can whip another one of these out in about a week or two. They're a lot faster than what I've been doing, and I've been enjoying it, taking a little break. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you later. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.